long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away.
Feel, don't think.
Fear is my ally.
The Force will be with you.
We are encouraged to love. Be mindful of your thoughts.
I will not betray the Republic.
Hey, Your Worship, I'm only trying to help.
Scruffy-looking nerf herder!
I'm not afraid.
You must unlearn what you have learned.
So, Star Wars Skeleton Crew reportedly struggling at Lucasfilm. Speculations arise that it's due to a lack of identity politics. Period. This is the fans speculating at what it's about. And that makes sense to me. Jon Favreau is not the same as Trasholite showrunner Leslie morbidly obese Lego head. Okay, it's going to be Star Wars, about Star Wars, and no identity politics, no, interviews where it's the queerest thing we've ever seen. Fucking disgusting, especially in light of the Olympics opening ceremonies. Holy shit. I'm not going to talk about that. So, is this why Kennedy's flying monkeys are attacking it? Yeah. They've seen footage. They've seen scripts. They know what John did. They're horrified. You're not getting your lesbians in space. Okay? You're not getting your Jedi are all evil bullshit. Okay? That nihilistic, progressive left-wing puke that Pablo Hidalgo and his colleague Flying Monkeys are so obsessed with. All right? It veers away from SJW, DEI, cultist philosophy. Okay? That's fine. Okay? And if the fans are saying this, then we know this whisper campaign that was started by Jason Ward and the Bedpan Bulletin through Hidalgo, etc., is failing. If the fans are saying, wait a minute, we have seen nothing of this. It's supposed to come out in late 2024 around Christmas time. Okay, why don't we just see what we see and see if we like it? And here's the deal. Here's how you know this is why they're doing this. A, this is anti-Kennedy. So she's probably like, burn it all down on the way out the door, I don't care. It's also anti-acolyte. And B, the clowns that are perpetuating this whisper campaign know the fans will like it. They know. Okay? That's why it's got to die.
I thought one just drew a pentagram on the floor and chanted, I summon thee 3 times.
But one more crooked word. Your tongue could open a wine bottle.
I never had an agent. It's not like she worships the devil.
Well, she doesn't have to. He worships her.
And I am kind of iffy about Fiction Horizon, but they are very fair and balanced about the stories they put up. For every rah-rah acolyte piece of shit article, they have another one saying it sucks. Okay, so this is called fair and balanced. And these guys, look, if your job is strictly to fuck with George Lucas Star Wars and the fans, you're not going to like this. All right? If you were raised red diaper baby and your whole life is worshiping a neo-communist mixture of Pinochet, Hitler, and Mao and Marx, you're not going to like it. Okay? And of course, loyalty to this cow. All right, that's the other thing. All right. It's really interesting to me when you kind of look at it and you're realizing the fans know what's going on. See, the world is different now. You can't just say things and have a majority of the people believe it. I mean, it's like if you look at American voting behavior, there are now more independents than there are Democrats or Republicans. All right, so it goes away with the Star Wars audience. There are more people going, wait a minute, where's this? Where are these statements? Who's saying these things? There's no Star Wars insider mentioned in this article, but who started this? It's a whisper campaign. Who started this? And we all know it was one of the flying monkeys who's connected to the shill sites and the anti-Star Wars sites like Making Star Wars, Bedpan Bulletin, Star Wars Not Really Explained, etc. They're leaking the shit out to them to get it out there, to see if the black pills will take it. The problem is what you put out there comes back to you. So now we've got Fiction Horizon saying the fans are wondering out loud if it's because there's a lack of identity politics. Because why else would the flying monkeys be upset? Because they're not there for Star Wars. They're there to forward their political aims and their delusions on what they think the world should be. All right, instead of, going back home to Chile or wherever else they came from and, sacrificing, their job and everything to go fight the good fight, they're up here harassing the United States. Here's something I'm going to tell you. If you look at the Ayatollah Khomeini, like the leader of Iran in 1979, okay, you look at him, you call the United States the Great Satan. And this is why I call neo-communism a cult, is because those people at Lucasfilm who lean that way feel the same way that the Ayatollah Khomeini did. Okay? That's what's going on here. That's why they come here. That's why they're where they're at. They're not there because they love Star Wars. They're there to burn our culture down. Because American masculinity and American values are a direct threat to the, how can I phrase this? Are a direct threat to their idea of collectivism, which is an attack on individualism. If you ever look at these people, they parrot the exact same thing. They don't think about what they say. They're incapable of critical thinking. And, as much as I despise the Democrat Party, most Democrats I know aren't like that. But when you get ones that are, you're dealing with someone who's what I consider the cultural Taliban. All right? And trying to blow up Star Wars with The Force Awakens, The Last Jake, and The Rise of Palpatine, like the Taliban blew up the Bamyan Buddhas, is the same thing. Okay. They get themselves into the institutions like Hollywood, like Lucasfilm in particular, into our educational institutions, into our government, because they want to destroy the United States. Okay, they want to destroy Western culture because they honestly think in their delusional cult ridden mind that somehow, my friends, they're right. Okay? And they're depending on us not to notice. But it's kind of hard to notice when you've taken a character like Han Solo and turned him into drunk, deadbeat dad Han Solo. You got Jake Skywalker and Leia Poppins. Okay? Vice Admiral Gender Studies, which is an attack on masculinity. They think any traditional male figure is toxic. But if you look at the people at Lucasfilm who are on Kennedy's side, who are technically men, they're the ones that are intimidated by a fictional character like Han Solo, like Luke Skywalker. But those characters are symbols of traditional, valiant, courageous masculinity, and in particular American masculinity. And it must be destroyed. Okay. But now, all this shit they put out there recently that Stacey Ballard found for Kamran is now blowing back in their faces because fans are going, is this because it doesn't really have anything to do with identity politics? Question mark. And we're all like, is that why? And you're also trying to go after Jon Favreau for this looks like it might be blowing up in their faces. The fans aren't buying it. This is Steph, signing out. I'll see you around the galaxy.